C2 or for Tuesday?
Hey, welcome
From
to
last
Friday
week.
Night D&D with DM Kalsto.
Welcome,
Happy
Hello,
Friday, everybody.
When you
Welcome.
all were downing the legendary action.
Yep. Actually, hold on. Where is it? Episode 7, 3 hours, 2 minutes, 30 seconds. You're welcome. So, wasting no time at all, because I'm sure you guys want to actually see the light of day again eventually. We're going to pick up right where we left off. So, we're currently on the same map, facing a door. How you got to this door? You actually were fairly fortunate. Avoided getting eaten by dragons, didn't get killed by orcs. You did get kind of tracked through, thankfully putting up a very good fight, and seemingly at least safe for now. Only the danger of the door ahead. So, as you are kind of a day behind pace, what do you guys want to do? It is kind of late. You were looking towards resting, but I think the majority of you, if I recall, were feeling more comfortable resting on the other side of the very large door. But your call.
Zoe takes out a stick of charcoal and begins drawing in the ground a circle and various runic symbols throughout it. Setting up some candles and taking a seat in the middle of it with her book open in front of her and begins inciting some form of spell. She'll be about 10 minutes.
What does the store look like?
Just a big stone door. Roll an investigation check, though, if you want to go see like how it opens.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
While they start looking, I'm gonna reach around me and grab Goblin off my shoulders and very gently set him back on the ground.
It looks like it lifts upward.
Of course it does.
Does it look like there's a pulley or like a winch
Oh, here you
anywhere?
see nothing. All you see is just a big stone door.
Hey, can I put my ear to it and pound on it to see if it's actually something on the other side?
Sure.
Like, if it sounds like it's hollow.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Go pound on it. It feels like stone.
That's a thick door. I don't think Curve's strong enough to pull that up herself.
Are there any markings on the door? I mean, I did roll an 8, so...
There are markings on the door, yes. Roll an history check, we'll say.
History. Ooh. One better than my investigation.
I mean, they're there. There's pictures and words of some sort. What they are, you're not really sure, but I mean, they're at least kind of cool to look at.
Hey. Anyone know what these say?
I will take a look. Do I also need to make a history check?
Zoe kind of peeks up from her ritual.
What languages do you just speak out of plain curiosity?
Common Elvish.
Yeah, roll a history check just to see.
I don't know. Maybe they're instructions, but I can't make them out.
Mr. Six, like, it doesn't matter anymore. They're obviously dead now, so it doesn't really matter what used to live here, you know?
You don't spend much time in the Underdark, do you?
More than you'd think. And he just kind of points at you and smiles. That's a lot of energy. Just watching Mist run around the room.
No, I'm gonna perch here and just keep an eye on the south.
Anyone else have anything they want to do while Zoe does her Zoe wonderful wizard things at the wall?
How's Kerf doing?
Uh, my sword's still on the ground. She's just kind of standing there, though.
Hey, oh gosh, what does he call himself now? Hedge?
Hey,
You speak in a weird language. Do you know what this stuff means? And I'll gesture to the symbols on the door.
I'll go look at him.
I'm gonna pick up your sword and clean it for you.
Can I read it?
What languages?
And what do I have? Common, Druidic, Sylvan, and Terran.
You roll history check though if you want. Not anything you'd be familiar with, unfortunately. It's
And
depictions of like very large humanoid-like creatures. They're kind of elongated and strange looking, but not like in any great detail. Like better than a stick figure, but not by much.
looks more like a pictograph than a language. I don't know what it means.
The only thing I can figure out is we gotta lift it up, but Curve looks like she's out of commission, and I can't.
So Tristan picks up Kerf's sword and will clean it off. He's not going to give it back to Kerf quite yet, though. Kind of hold on to it while you process.
It's not. It doesn't look like anything. The markings don't look like anything to me, do they?
On that, just roll a history check. You might actually have a better history check just for random reasons. You might not have the technical thing of what this is, but your answer might be better. Oh,
Especially with that.
goblin. It's just been so quick lately. Yeah, this used to be there was like weird fishy tentacly like people that used to be down here a long time ago, apparently. They've been gone for a long time though. Still smells though. Also, you would know, Tristan would know, Kerf would know, Dennis to an extent would know. You guys typically pass through this way. This door has never been closed.
Oh, that's why it's never been closed, because Jason always freaking opens it with his mind powers.
No, like they've walked up to it open.
Oh, okay.
I mean, unless Jason's like being super sneaky, it's not impossible.
Jason runs like a few hours ahead of the group, opens the door, and then sneaks his way back.
Would not put
Every
it behind him. He wakes up early just to run and open the door.
Either that or Leah like teleports there every time and uses her psychic powers, and then boom.
They just
spat.
have it rigged to a stone to open up.
All right. After her ritual is complete, what are the results of her detect magic? Any pings from the door?
Actually, very interesting. While not part of the door itself, you notice something very interesting. It seems someone has cast some sort of rune on this door, causing it to even be secured probably more than it is by default.
Okay, so
With your great wizarding skills and experience, just because you guys have been doing so great, It looks like someone cast Arcane Lock on it also.
Someone put a word on this door. She places her hand upon it.
So what?
Something to reinforce it.
Okay.
She'll then take a look at the symbols people have been talking about.
Yeah, you see the pictures and the words. You can roll a history check. It's a very uncommon thing for most of you.
So it's not like an actual language then.
I mean, unless you can read things you might not be expecting.
Is it in Aquan by chance?
No, it is not an Aquan. Good question.
Was
Though.
worth a shot.
I did say fishy people, so definitely worth checking.
Sorry, I don't know Kuotoa.
I'm guessing either we're going to need a specific passphrase or maybe some kind of key to get through. Picking it is going to be nigh impossible.
We could always
At,
go a different way.
Hmm?
I mean, the place is pretty big. Why don't we just find a different way to go?
It's a big cave, isn't it? Are you sure there is another way to go?
Place goes everywhere. I'm sure there's another way to get around. Besides, we got to get out of this place. We don't want to go further in.
Why do I feel like this guy locked the door?
Is that Tristan saying, or is that Sykes?
Sykes.
Why would you not want to go that way?
Because the door's closed.
Well, the other way is like a big scary dragon.
I mean, there's more than two ways. Just saying. He takes another bite out of his apple.
I'm just gonna give like a quick insight.
Huh?
Oh no, he seems genuine.
Twos.
She just kind of shrugs, going to continue examining the door, seeing if she can't decipher the meaning behind the pictograms.
It doesn't really show them doing much. It's just these very lengthy creatures. There's probably a language here that you can kind of decipher from things you think that are runes, but none of you have abilities to do that yet, unfortunately.
She'll look to Silver. Two of them nod to each other, and Silver's gonna see if this is a water type door.
You kind of go around the edges.
Mm-hmm.
It does appear to be so, yes. Awkwardly enough, maybe there was water that was once kept in here. I would say though, collectively, from all of your investigations, you gather the apparatus that controls the door is on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
Don't know if the door can be opened from this side. Not without whatever conditions or passphrase is needed.
It's too bad we don't have one of them little bald fellas.
Hmm?
You know, short ones, shiny heads.
Oh, like
What
no?
happened to him?
He left.
No. He skedaddled.
He just went on his way. You do have one that's a friend though.
I don't really have a way of calling them.
So, what's the plan?
No.
Zoe kind of shrugs.
If we can't find a way through the door and figure out what the passphrase is, I guess we'll have to just find a way around. Or try and break through the door.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I don't know if it's even possible.
Well,
I'm gonna look. Go ahead.
I don't think sitting around here for very long is going to be helpful. Orcs and all. I think we should just get going.
What's your professional opinion, Wizard Peter?
I just want get
Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Someone has definitely closed this door.
Good observation.
Do about it, though. What to do about it?
Well, if we could somehow dispel the ward, it might make it easier to open, but... Maybe... I don't suppose you know an identify spell?
Nope.
That would reveal the codes to us.
He's just gonna sit there looking at the door. He doesn't know what to do either.
Well, Goblin, Curve, Tristan, any of you guys know another way around?
We always come this way.
I'm gonna walk over to Goblin.
Yes.
Hold this for the lady, would you? And I'm gonna hold up Curved sword for you to hold on to.
Sure. I'll shrug and he'll grab it.
Go hang out at the door too. I'm gonna look back towards Curve. Curve! Just like she said it would happen.
like who said what would happen?
My mother always told us that someday we would face a challenge like this.
You know, at first I thought the maze was the stubborn obstacle, but I think it might be the door. Or maybe it was both. Yeah, both.
We break it?
It's magically reinforced. I mean, we could try, but it would be really difficult. It also looks like a really heavy door.
I think we find that now.
You
We
got
found a way
metal
around.
arms.
Arm.
Right, metal arm. Maybe your arm has like some kind of dispelling property?
That sounds like an awesome, amazingly cool hero. Imagine someone with a hand that could simply dispel people by attacking them with it.
That's crazy. That sounds crazy.
I gotta take dogs out. Be right
Give it a
back.
shot.
Can you imagine?
As Zoe does a few short little bounces.
I guess I'll punch it. I hit the door. 17 hits the door. Will make his hand metal. Where's my hand? And the door. 5 points of damage. Like
That looks
the
like
slightest little like chip has come out of the door so far. It could work his way in. You never know.
Uh, so he takes a moment, then does another few small little bounces while clapping quickly. You managed to crack it.
He just kind of like shakes his hand. Pose. We're gonna be here a long time though.
And
And that's
still,
not very quiet.
it's a very thick door and it's warded. You're really strong. Hmm. I think without the passphrase or permission, I don't think we're getting through this door.
Hey Dennis.
yeah.
He motions you to come over.
He pushes him. He,
You
he
get
like looks
rescued.
over to Mist, who like
I
has
just
her
like
arm around him. He just kind of like tries to like just shrink away from you.
it's not hard.
Okay.
Excellent.
What? Yeah.
You're pretty good with puzzles, right?
When I can read what they actually mean.
Well, I give you a puzzle. Not the words on the door itself. Any thoughts?
We don't got a wizard down here who could get through an arcane lock. We don't have anyone strong enough to can lift it up.
That's right. So what else could we do?
I don't suppose you can walk through walls.
It's funny you mentioned that, just totally out of character for a moment, because that was the other power I offered to Goblin. All right.
Kalsto, can I
Mhm.
attempt to see the future of what happens if we leave this
Sure, you
area?
can certainly try. Are you like
Yeah.
trying to do it in a specific way, or like how are you?
I'm just like I'm closing my eyes and I'm like pushing my hands into my eyes and I'm just trying to think hard about what to do about this door. So I'm just trying to think of scenarios and seeing
Mhm.
if one works.
Sure. Go ahead and roll a d100 in the tower for me, please. Um, I I have a feeling we're going to use for Dennis a lot as a victim of your own success.
Oh no.
Kind of go through, you just it's very vividly in your head, like living through these moments of trying to get through the door, and many horrible failures. Some too horrible to even mention.
Ugh.
And then you find one time that you bring Goblin over here, and you and Goblin sit here. You don't really kind of hear and see what you're doing, but apparently Goblin finds something like near the left side, and then it opens
Okay.
up, and you guys manage to go inside. Um, the arcane lock dissipates after that. Zoe notes that it was freshly cast, it seems like, after she goes through all of her rigmarole. And you guys proceed inside. You decide it's a good time to stay the night. However, in the night, you sense these things kind of swirling around you and you just feel concern. And then you just kind of snap out of this rapid thought moment once you find a way to get in.
Um we probably can get through. But how do you feel about ghosts?
Mm, they can be a lovely sort. Why?
How about ghosts that make you nervous?
think everything makes you nervous.
You're not wrong.
Are they friendly ghosts?
I, the, the, mm, I don't know. I didn't see that far.
You saw it?
Do you do you rem- do you remember
What do you remember?
anything about the um? I think I remember how to get in, but do you
Well,
remember what the book said about this tunnel? Like if we should stay and sleep in here or not?
I remember it being fairly safe. I don't know. We've slept here before.
Okay. Hey, Goblin, I need you.
This isn't like for comfort.
No,
Or
no, 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 no. You're the one who found it. It
Mr. Sykes
was
Okay.
in the background will just be like, I still say we find another way.
okay. It was you got up and you looked over on like this left side of the door. You bent. I think you bent down and you pulled something. I was sitting right here. And I'm gonna sit where I remember myself seeing, and I'm gonna try to guide
Yeah.
Goblin to what I think he
Goblin,
found.
roll an investigation check with advantage.
Okay.
Not bad. You kind of look around the area he tells you. You're not really sure, and then you notice part of this stone is not natural stone. Like it's been shaped like someone put in like a concrete, not necessarily a concrete, but like this stone, but ground down like concrete would be. You kind of feel it. It feels different. There's probably something behind this.
I guess I'll reach for it.
Yeah, I mean it's there. Would have to like break your way through to see what's on the other side. But it is not naturally occurring stone.
Zoe's going to kind of skulk over to Mr. Sykes. If I recall correctly, she did her introduction for Sykes, right?
Because you inadvertently ran into him as he was hiding in the bush.
And she's going to kind of wander up behind him.
So, did you put the ward on that door?
Oh, me? Gods no.
Do you know it's on the other side of the door?
I believe that it's some sort of old temple. About all I know, though. I know it's a safe place to kind of pass through.
So, why are you so opposed to going through the door?
Oftentimes, when people close doors, they close them for a reason, lass.
And you think whatever the reason is more dangerous than demons and a dragon?
I just trust my nose. All I know is my nose says going that way, probably not the greatest idea. Going this way, still have a chance. Besides, we could find other ways out. We don't need to go this way. We could go up and out of here.
No, there's a really big dragon guarding the path.
There's more than one path. We're in the Underdark.
It says that there's not more than one dragon either.
That was
Maybe the Underdark works different, but in my experience in caves, they're not like an open forest. You can't just go around all the time. Sometimes you have to go through. Caves, there tends to be an opening. There might be a few exits. There might not be any exits. It kind of depends on how the water flows.
I guess it just depends on how creative you could be.
Are you really good at digging? She starts doing a few bounces.
No, I'm not good at
Oh.
digging. All right, so what are you doing, you guys, for the stone on the wall?
Did you find anything over there?
There's definitely something right here.
Do you need to crack it open, or
I think so.
do you need help?
Well, I don't think I can get through it with my hands.
I'm gonna look back towards Curve. How's she looking?
She's walking over.
I'll grab my crowbar.
Can you And I'm just gonna point over to Goblin.
I will walk up. I'm gonna pluck my sword out of Goblin's hands,
What?
slide it back in the sheath.
And she smites him down where he stands.
I kill him. No, I'll
Not again.
I'll unstrap the halberd, or yeah, I'm gonna get the halberd, and I'm just gonna try to bash in the rock.
Go
I
for
have
it.
a perfectly good crowbar right here.
Are you turning my kobold to crime? Her first crowbar? It's
This
happening.
is not on anymore.
Yeah, you smash it. You see, interesting. There's like these 2 cylinders that are now exposed. What do you do?
2 cylinders?
Yeah, like very large ones.
Like, you say large, like how large? Like bigger than like our hands or
From what you could kind of see, because you can't see the whole thing, you'd estimate probably like 10 feet tall each.
so some 10-foot tall cylinders.
Maybe like 3 feet across. You kind of, if you feel it, it feels warm as well.
Hmm. And they're just smooth.
Yeah, and they're metal. What do you think, Goblin?
Uh, other than standing in them, I don't really know. I can. I don't know. Look more closely at them.
They're just large containers. It's one over the other, Zoe.
Oh.
Close though. But yeah, that's all you can really tell. They're just large metal containers that are warm.
He broke the eraser tool.
No, I think they made it more accurate.
I
Should we
disagree.
open the containers?
What was that?
Open the containers.
No, there's not an opening. They're just metal, like cylinders.
Oh. Climb into one, I suppose.
There's no opening. They're inside the wall. They serve as a function and part of the gate.
I think this is a remove them situation.
Move, rotate, push.
Break, freeze.
Just have fun with it.
Peanut butter.
I don't know.
Well, Curve, you're there too, and you see him. What do you do?
No, I did my part. I broke the rock.
You don't want to be big and strong and try to pull one out?
No.
So the eraser tool has crashed my fantasy grounds.
It finally caught up with you, Techno. It finally caught up with you.
I mean, you could remove your drawing.
I was trying to remove just the one cylinder.
Obviously, Hedge needs to do it.
Hey, Helen,
Yes.
are you Miss like two different people, or like do you guys just inhabit the same body, or are you like two shades of the same person?
You're going to need to explain what you're trying to ask, sweetie.
Are you two different people, or are you the same person but like different flavors?
I think even Tristan's kind of looking at you at this point, like, what the hell are you?
Yeah, I look at everyone else like I'm trying to decipher this
Flavor?
nonsense.
Well, yeah, like she's mist, but like an edgy mist.
So are you asking if I die, Mist won't die?
No, I assume you two, if you are different people, are inhabiting the same.
Why is the circle black?
Did it not load your color? It's still blue for me.
It so hold on. It
Maybe.
looked let me let me just quickly snap that. It looks like I erased part of the map on my screen.
Did you cast black hole?
I guess
That's funny. Oh, interesting. You were like erasing a different layer on your screen. That's funny.
I think the eraser is broken, guys.
Oh, we're fine. Haven't used it, but it's fine. But I still don't quite understand exactly what you're asking.
Well, like, are you two souls in one body, or are you both mist, but just different mists? Or is mist like a different Helen?
Hmm.
Tick tock tick.
Well, that is a good question. So are we gonna look at these all day? Are we gonna set up camp? Or are we gonna do something with these?
Hmm, they kind of seem like big hinges. Maybe they're like winches? Uh,
She looks over to Silver, and Silver's gonna see if the space between those are watertight.
Well, they're kind of in their own space, but you can kind of go around them.
Yeah, Silver's gonna try and have a more in-depth look at the
Yeah.
cylinders.
As you kind of go around and you get up into the top just because it's smaller components, but you could get up there, they're not containers at all. They appear to be, and you would be very vaguely familiar with the concept, but they seem to be like steam vats.
Okay.
And Zoe's eyes begin to glow as she looks through Silver's senses to get an idea of what they're looking at.
It looks like they're steam vats. I think the door is water powered.
Okay.
So if we can heat them up, we might be able to open the door.
Um,
As she,
Looks around at nobody with fire abilities. Oh, Curve.
I look
yep,
at Peter.
Definitely.
Peter looks at Curve too.
Silver seeps back out from the cylinders and returns to Zoe.
If I must.
A lot of fire, though.
I might be able to do something else. I would have to turn something. Might be able to just brute force it.
Actually, you can see within range. Silver is going to head back over to give her some eyes on. And I want to try and shape the water and see if I can't change its flow to make it go up or along the route of the cylinder.
Do this without seeing the water. That's a great question.
I am using Silver to try and be able to see the water.
Well,
Silver
Silver's
is-
not inside. Silver's on the outside. However, I think it wouldn't help as much because it's a bigger assembly. Yeah, it might only push it up a portion of the way, unfortunately. Trying to think of how it would go up. We need some more force.
I mean, isn't there also an arcane lock on this thing?
Mm-hmm. But the lock might not stop the door from opening. At least via the intended method.
you also said that this was cast really recently.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure you want to heat it, not cool it?
I didn't catch that. What?
Are you sure you want to heat it and not cool it?
We could try cooling the water. Do you think it needs to be ice?
Well, let's do something, please.
Right, Zoe, you're up.
Don't think freezing it would work, but sure.
She'll focus and freeze the water.
Using
Shape water.
the cantrip shape water?
Yeah.
You can't freeze that much water with shape water, I'm pretty confident.
I can freeze a 5-foot cube of it at a time.
Yeah. All right, so you just can kind of start cooling the bottom component, I'll say.
I don't think freezing it is doing anything. I think it needs to flow. Like, really hard.
Sykes chokes on the apple. Just like hits its chest. I'm good. All right, who's got fire?
Not me.
Not much. I'll give it a try though.
Peter, you wanna help her out?
You're talking to Peter?
Yeah.
That's a great idea. And Peter lands on Kerf's horns. You got this, Kerf. Just
You see me like
watches.
stiffen up again. Just oh God, all right.
The little bird head like comes down and looks at you.
I'll use my breath weapon.
All right, so you go ahead. You start. How much damage is your breath weapon?
It is 2d6.
Sure. Just roll a d100 for coolness since you're not really in combat.
2.
Oh,
All right. So
All of this frustration building up, she just unleashes a catastrophic breath weapon.
it's funny how certain things end up just working out in random things. I'll tell you why later. Remind me. It might not be this session. It might be next session. But that's actually funny that happened exactly that way. So you start breathing fire on this as much as you can, and you see it kind of beginning to heat up. And as it heats up, you start feeling tired, but you see the gate slowly starting to move up as the tanks get hotter.
Zoe begins to pounce, her tail wags.
You're doing it, Kerfer?
However, Kerf, I do need you to roll a con save to maintain this fire as awesome as it is.
if I use control fame, can I give her advantage as I try to intensify it?
Yeah, you can certainly try. It helps at least control it, because it's a cone. You can kind of focus, like split the middle and direct it at him.
I'm going to start doing that once I hear the clicks.
Sure. So I'll give you advantage on your cons. Let's do. You already kind of did the skill component of it. I'll give you advantage on the con save. Why not?
All right.
Because he helps alleviate some of the stress. Okay, so no exhaustion for you. You managed to kind of continue doing that. The gate continues lifting up. If you can hold this through 2 more saves, you can probably get into this situation where this will be here. However, one minor issue, and Kerf probably can't deal with this because Kerf's probably getting very lightheaded. We might want to find a way to keep the door open. Or we all need to get over here right quick.
You'll
Zoe will begin looking around for like a big rock or something to put in the way.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Miss anything important?
The
we
door
We've
is
just
started.
conquered the door.
We need to pry the door open as it opens, and we are struggling to find solutions to that.
Well, we're getting the door open. We have to find a way to keep the door open because Kerf can't hold the steam. So basically, Kerf's heating up tanks right now that are lifting this via steam. But there's no locking mechanism that we've at least seen. I mean, you could go run under it and look for it too.
Is there some sort of pressure or something? And, like, we can get it open, but it's closing automatically, or
No, it's just slowly opening, but only because Kerf is breathing fire on it.
It's steam powered, and we're making steam.
Mm-hmm. But we can't make it for much longer.
Is the gap
there-
underneath currently big enough for people to like roll through, or
Absolutely, because you just watched Tristan roll under it.
Zoe will roll under it as well and see if she can't find like a latch or something to help on the other side.
All right, so the two of you flip over here. Kerf, another con save, please.
I don't know if I could give you advantage the same way. Can I?
No, it's okay. It's okay. Is it flat this time?
Yeah, let's just do it flat because this is just more your stamina at this point. Oh no! You watch. Are you trying to run under, Goblin?
Wait.
I'm gonna
No.
burn my inspiration.
For this, we're on the other side. Get it. It'll be fine. We won't die. At least not both of us in a horrible way. Okay. You maintain.
The thought that the mouse will get the cheese fills you with determination.
All right, roll
I'm
an
s-
investigation check, Zoe.
Silver is going to hop up and give her a hand.
I'm not good at this.
I'm summoning my echo on the other side.
Neither
I
am
rolled a 5.
So, quick question: is there enough room to put 2 torches in the hole?
I mean, we were able to roll under, so I imagine.
No,
Oh, like,
the
are you trying to
cylinder
feed
hole.
the?
Oh,
There's no hole in the cylinders themselves. They're just big
I
steam tanks.
I
Are
meant
you
like
trying to
on
like feed them?
each side.
I
Is
mean,
there
you
enough
could
room to drop torches?
like underneath them.
Yeah.
Potentially, yeah. Or you can take some of this brush or plant life around if anything's flammable. You could shove it in there if you want.
Yeah, you know what?
That's
I'm gonna
what
have
we-
to see what's up with these plants.
We are of no use finding any such latches on the other side. It's up to you, Dennis.
are the two
Um,
steam tanks
I
on
am
it?
staying out here and continuing to assist
did-
Kurt.
We can't see them from this side. No, they're in the wall.
I sent my echo inside, but he's
Oh,
about
that's
as
who we're
good as.
asking for help.
Oh, okay.
It's up to him. Roll an investigation check.
Because right now we have a 4 and we have a 5.
Does he have my Does he even have my Oh well, I'm not proficient in investigation anyway. Okay.
You
Here's
just
my
gotta
echo.
beat a 5.
Oh,
I mean-
sure.
You beat a 5.
You beat a 5, but you guys still don't see any type of levers. Also, we probably would be beneficial if we had a light source out because 2 of us cannot see in the dark.
Oh, right. Zoe will grab a random rock and cast light upon it.
Okay.
The illuminance of light.
Hedge
There you
Goblin,
go.
come on, get on through. We're waiting on you. And I'm gonna look back to Sykes. I assume he's not making any effort to get in here.
He's walking over. He's not like running specifically.
Could you hurry up, please?
Yeah. I'm coming. Peter's gonna fly under. Woo!
If everybody's gone, I'll go.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over to Kerf.
All of a
She's not-
sudden, the door starts going down. Kerf, your fire just stops.
Is it going down fast or slow?
It's going down at a very decent pace.
I'm gonna walk over to Kerf and start trying to shove her in.
So we'll quickly fly over and try and help hustle her through.
Now, are we going under the door?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it just
Indiana
earth,
Jones. It's a big stone door, so
but underneath it?
It's stone.
Okay.
I mean, there's earth underneath the stone eventually.
Well, I didn't know
there,
if I could use mold earth to make like a 5-foot gap underneath it for us to go through.
is it worked stone, Kalsto, or is it natural stone?
This
You
one
use
is
a portion
work
of
at the
dirt
moment.
or stone that you can see.
I mean, potentially you could. Let's see.
Yeah, I believe mold earth would work. I believe the only requirement is that it's not worked stone.
Loose earth.
It's the first part. It's like you can choose a portion of dirt or stone that you see. So a 5-foot cube, and I can either move it, make pictures, or make it difficult terrain. But if I wanted to move it, could I dig basically a 5-foot trench underneath it?
Or even just do like a 5-foot column to try and hold the door up.
Potentially, hold on.
Either way, I'm just using that to help us get through. And then in an hour, or whenever I stop concentrating, the Earth just magically goes back to where it was, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Potentially.
The effect lasts for an hour.
I mean, it doesn't say it reverts, it just says you move it. So
You could at least probably raise some stone up on the door to help hold it, I would say.
okay.
You could dig underneath. You already kind of got the door open at this point, though.
Whichever
But you
way
could
that is
potentially-
easiest for us to either get under it or to support it, open it, whatever. I want to use that spell to facilitate us getting through easy.
Yeah. It's probably easier to just keep it open because we already have it open. Otherwise, you'd just be digging for no reason. So, but that's easy enough. So you kind of raise up a little portion of the stone, which makes a gap for you guys to get underneath. Everyone going under?
Yeah.
All right. As you guys go, it's like such a bad idea.
It's
It's
a
not
fine
wrong,
idea.
but you know,
All right. On the other side, you find yourself in the temple. Dennis, it looks exactly like how it did in your vision.
and we made camp and then had an uneasy sleep. Is that what it was?
So basically, from what you remember, you got your way in here. You guys settled up, and you were basically like assaulted in the night by these spirits.
Okay,
Looks like we should set up camp.
people with magic be on first watch.
Great job, Kirk. Great job, Hitch.
Keep an eye out for spirits, ghosts, angry things.
Zoe does like a salute to Dennis.
Dennis, ghosts aren't real.
Invisible things are though.
Oh no, ghosts are most certainly real. Don't let them fool you, son.
Mhm.
Why is he the only one listening to me? I just met this guy. I ruined his show.
No, he's right. Ghosts and spirits are real.
I find you to be quite practical, frankly.
Thanks. But we definitely need watches in here.
Eh, We'll worry about that. Let's get some food going. We'll take care of that after.
Do you remember if it opens up later, Tristan, or are we sleeping in the hallway?
It goes through, but it takes some time to get through here. Once his spell wears off and that closes, this is a pretty good spot considering that's closed.
Let's move like away from the door, maybe.
Sure. Like we don't have to be directly near the door, but just being in this area, like nothing's gonna come in the way we came, so everything would be coming from much further in if anything were here.
Yeah, let's move in like 1,500 feet, so that way if we need to fall back a little bit, we'd have the option, and then set up for the night. I'm not hearing any no's, so that's what we do.
Yep.
Just give her a minute. She's got to catch her breath.
No, I'm alright. Let's carry on.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Of course she's all right.
That was really cool and a lot of fire.
Thank you.
Does your throat hurt?
Not particularly.
Okay, I always thought that would hurt.
Goblin, roll an insight check for me, just in general, as we've been kind of walking around. You don't know what it is, but every so often, like every time you look at Sykes, he's kind of like side-eyeing you, like, this guy does not like you, and you do not know why. Everyone else super friendly with.
He's just racist.
I'm gonna give him one of these back.
I'd love that you use that one so much.
That's great.
I'm probably just gonna get out my pans and start up some fire.
All right. So while he's starting up some fire, I'm going to go make another cup of coffee because I don't know if I'm just cold or old, but I'm going to reload. I'll be back in like 2 seconds while that makes.
Yep.
If you guys want to discuss any random shenanigans you don't need me for, I'll be right back.
I slump down against a wall, and I'm just. It's been a day.
So you want to talk about it? Looking at you, Curve.
No.
Well, if anybody wants any food made, I suggest they bring it all over here.
I immediately go towards Goblin.
If you just eat one of those berries I gave you, that'll fill you up. You don't have to cook anything tonight.
I'll eat a good berry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So,
stick with my
her.
delicious ham.
Please hand me up. I'm so hungry.
All right, but you're helping me.
Acceptable.
Can I help?
I suppose.
She runs over and sits down excitedly.
Well, you two can get slicing.
She'll pull out a knife and begin slicing.
I eat every slice that comes off until someone tells me to stop.
Earth, knock it off.
I sit there seething. The restraint.
Just wait until we're finished. I'm sure you both have a favorite meal.
Oh yeah. Roasted chicken, chicken pot pies, really anything to do with chicken.
As her ears go down.
Earth.
I like meats, I suppose.
Yeah, but what kind of meats? How do you like them prepared? What kind of seasonings?
Fear is a good seasoning.
I scoot 30 feet away from you.
How about barbecue ribs? It's my favorite.
I'm not sure I've ever had that before. Is it good?
It's quite the experience.
Could you try describing it for me? Let me know what I'm missing here.
I'm back.
Imagine getting sauce on every surface of your body.
Fuck did I walk back into?
And reveling it.
That sounds
My
sticky.
body? What the fuck?
I look at the blood on the front half of my outfit.
What the fuck, people?
Mist gets it.
This is what I come back to?
I asked her to describe barbecue ribs, and she described it as sauce on your body.
Oh no, I heard that part. Believe me. I literally put my headphones back on, and that is what I hear. I'm glad to see you guys had fun while I was making coffee. All right, now that you've explained the process of barbecue and applying barbecue sauce, anything else important I missed, or anything you guys want to do?
I ate a good berry.
That's right, we have good berries.
And if you
I'm
happen to be
noting.
down a hit point, you get that back.
I was not.
Peter is a very large fan of your good berries. If you give him
I
one.
will take a
Oh.
good berry.
Hold on. Oh, dang it. Oh, I did. When I got hit in the shoulder by that orc with the axe, did it actually like leave damage on my armor?
Probably like a little bit, yeah, I would say.
Okay. I think I will be spending time just like rubbing that area and unconsciously casting mending on it.
Perfect. I will, because I have a couple of like optional type rules we'll be applying for this. It's similar to things we do already, anyways. But since I haven't put them out yet, like injuries are going to be much more of a thing this go around. So, like, if you fall and shatter your leg, you might be able to heal your hit points, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be putting your leg back together unless you start throwing some much more beefy magics.
If Simon hit that tree in this campaign, he would still be bedridden.
Now, when you say more beefy magics, do you mean like using higher spell slots or
Regenerate,
specifically higher level
like,
spell? Oh, okay.
like things meant to restore things that are highly broken.
Man, I wish I got that spell.
But I mean, there's opportunities to do it with your curing magics, but healing people and fixing everything that broke automatically are a little bit different. But just depends on the situation and what happens. So try not to like get any
I'm
horrible,
just
horrible
reminded
injuries.
of that line from Harry Potter. I can mend bones in a heartbeat, but growing them back, that
There you
takes
go. All right, so you guys have some food going. We haven't quite hit shifts. Anything you guys want to get done this evening? Sykes can tell you all wonderful tales and horror stories, but probably not in front of the children.
I need this clarification as a player. When was it Tristan who said, "Oh, you actually saw something," or was that Sykes?
Referring to which remind me.
When I did future sight to figure out how Goblin
Tristan.
opened the door. Okay.
Tristan.
Yeah. Where is he over in food group or is he in sitting in hallway group?
I mean, let's be honest, he's probably with food group.
Okay, then I will not talk to him.
Man, thanks for this stomach. Is that where Kerf is too?
Yes.
Yeah.
The duo we are. I will also take an opportunity to kind of sit down. I'm just going to kind of nudge you with my shoulder, Kerf. And just look over you. I'm not even saying anything. I'm giving you the "are you okay" look.
Are you upset with me?
Shakes his head no.
Why
Never.
not?
Why would I
You
be?
should be.
Didn't have a choice. It's okay. It's not murder. You're protecting your friends. Including me, too. And he's like gonna lift up. He's got some gnarly recent wounds from all these battle axes he's been hit with. Like, we both knew that this was gonna happen someday. Don't be so hard on yourself. Honestly, I think I almost probably feel worse for you than you feel.
I don't like that I didn't have the patience or temper to show that man mercy. But I find that I don't regret it.
like Mom always says, it's an opportunity to reflect. Still say he had it coming, though. And I do appreciate not dying. I know Dennis appreciates not dying.
Yeah.
I know Edge appreciates not dying. And that's because of you. So don't be so hard on yourself. Besides, you gotta stick around until I apparently get melted. You're just gonna turn and smile at Dennis. Kidding, kidding, kidding.
You
Just kidding. Apologies. Apolly puts the hands together. Levity.
I'm gonna go make sure nothing followed us in, and I'm gonna walk off back where we came from.
I think he might be a little bit frustrated with me.
Don't go
Perhaps.
alone.
I look back, Mist, are you following me?
No.
Okay. Then
Dennis, as you look back, Peter is following you.
I'm not.
And lands on. Do you have your helmet on right now?
Yeah. Helmet,
Lands on the
glasses.
helmet. Boop. Where you
Oh,
going?
I'm just making sure that the door closed.
Need a light?
Yeah.
And you just kind of watch as he'll hold his wings out and just emanates light from himself. There you go.
That's a handy trick.
My father did always say I was very bright. That's why he calls me son.
Oh,
Get
so
it? Get it? Get it? And he just smiles and
Wait.
looks upside down at you.
Dads can tell jokes?
He just smiles.
That hurt.
I like you.
I think that's the fastest somebody has ever told me that.
He's like, we could get out of here if we really wanted to, huh?
No.
Why not?
I'm a guard, and those are civilians. I am here to protect them.
You're a really cool guy.
That is the only time somebody has told me that.
Yeah, and he'll just follow you with whatever you go to do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure. Like, I'm just basically walking away from Tristan, and this is my excuse.
Tristan,
Yeah.
I have long come to terms with the lows I would stoop to for you. If this is the path you've chosen, then I'll follow you till its end. I pray that end isn't soon.
Wait.
Besides,
this isn't my path.
Isn't it?
This is a group effort.
Don't let me in with these guys.
Not
So
so
he
sure.
just kind of waves.
Look, Mom said to go there, so we're going there. That doesn't mean that it's my thing. That means it's a collective thing.
Who said we're going where?
Long story. Our mother is a wizard. She's not really our mother, though. Obviously, like motion to himself and Kerf. Not a blood relation. Well, he kind of thinks about it for a second. Long story short, adoptive children.
I mean, she did technically create me. Does that count for something?
It does. Heading to a friendly nearby drow colony was the mission we were given. And what was the... Did she give you anything else?
Nope.
Yeah, that's basically all we got to go on. We kind of always trained as an escape route to go there, but I don't know. I don't know why the creepy people are following us. I don't know why the dragon is following us. Um, I do know where we're going, and the people who are there, they're fairly nice, but that's about the extent of where my knowledge ends.
In my experience, all mysteries reveal themselves in time. We may not know now, but that doesn't mean we won't know.
Goblin's just gonna look over everybody and then go back to the frying pan.
Specifically, he jumps into the frying.
All right. So, anything else you guys want to achieve this evening, or should we go into our watches?
Yeah, once I get a moment, just gonna run over to Helen.
Well, Helen, I don't think it matters whether you are simply another mist or your own person. I don't think we've been properly introduced. And so, I am the magnificent wizard Zoe, and it is a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too.
She smiles and will then run back to help cook.
Anyone else, or into the watches?
Oh,
When
also,
do I learn silence?
Why do you ask that?
To myself.
You can't just silence your problems away.
You want the alternative?
Yes.
No. Zoe will also look over, or look back to Helen.
oh, and
When should we process, until gesture to the sack of venom?
Thank you for reminding me the sack of venom is here too.
Yes.
The wonderful smells that are emanating. However, Zoe, because this is very bothersome, you do smell this wonderful break in the horrid stench that is the purple worm sack that you guys have been dragging with you all day long.
Is it the food that seems to be locking it out, or something else?
The food you can kind of get close to, but you smell something kind of wonderful, and as you fix on it with your nose, fresh baked bread.
oh, wait, can I smell that? Smells like a bakery.
Do we smell that?
Yeah. Oh, probably no. With her nose, she kind of probably does. You could kind of go around and try to find it though. It's a pretty strong smell.
I believe we should probably process the venom now.
Oh, yeah.
She'll head over
Mm.
and begin setting up her supplies, her makeshift alchemy lab, and Mist and Zoe will spend some time trying to extract some of the venom. Some of it she'll set aside for herself to try and create an anti-venom, and then the rest will be bottled for Mist to use at a later date.
All right. So who is? How are we going to harvest this out?
I would assume we're going to try probably milking strategies. So
Excellent.
take
Stop.
like
You gotta
a.
stop saying milking.
That's the term. You milk venom.
This is utterly impossible.
From a snake. This is a sack.
From things that inject venom.
We're juicing the sack.
There you go.
Is that better?
Well done, folks. Well done. We found an alternative.
Although juicing has an entirely different meaning to it. Juicing implies we're basically putting it in a blender. Or squeezing it.
No. Nope. Not gonna say it.
All right. So, how do you milk / juice your sack?
I think we just put a connective, like a piece of connective metal between the two,
Sure.
and
How
basically
many
just kind
you have connective metal?
of. I mean, I'm sure she's got some things in her alchemy supplies.
Nothing like that. Most of your alchemy supplies are for making individual things, not for transferring things from purple worms. I mean, you guys could cut it open. That would be a little bit messy. You could find something potentially that you could make. If you could find something that you could hollow out that's sharp enough to go through it.
We don't necessarily need like a straw, but just like
You don't.
even like a knife or something, just kind of try and have it run off the blade down into a vial or something.
It's a little bit messier than a more controlled method, but you can certainly try.
um, Extracting venom from sacks is not my area of expertise. Usually, the toxic things that I extract don't bite. Do you know how to do this?
Hmm. Not really. I just knew it was poison.
Well, then I guess we can cut it open and pour. Um,
I mean,
let's
we
see. I think
could
I've got.
probably treat it like tree sap.
AFK got
Oh,
to
that
do
would
something for
be
the
a good
wife.
idea.
Yeah.
Well, hmm. Let me see. Don't know if I have an extra spigot. But if we were to cut open one end and put it over, say, this this component here, we could then probably distribute it out through the flask.
That was adorable.
Hmm?
Hmm. Oh, I have decent hearing.
Her ears kind of like twitch as she's listening.
Well, we could either do a bucket if we had one. We're in ruins, right?
We are. You don't know. Not like a human civilization necessarily.
Oh, they're bound to have a bucket somewhere.
You know,
They
if you
could.
wait perhaps another day, I think the drow colony will have the supplies and the means of helping you with that.
What? Drow having the ability to help with poisons? Get out of here.
She just kind of looks at the sack. Her ears kind of go down as she processes the fact that she has to smell this thing for another day.
Oh, I
Delicious.
know. Here, you can sleep next to it.
Mm, I'm okay.
All right, I
Yes.
guess we move to watches.
Yeah, she'll set up her alchemy supplies away from the sack, or pick them up and set them up away from the sack. And begin working on her potions.
All right. So, first watch, second watch. How many watches are you guys doing?
Did Dennis come back?
Eventually.
Okay.
Dennis died. Rip.
Hi, Dennis.
Hey, door's closed.
It's great news. No dragon gonna ambush us.
I think the dragon could just rip that thing out if it really wanted to, but it can't fit in here, I think.
It would have a lot of difficulty trying. Remember, it's magically reinforced.
Yeah, it's not like they can shift into humans. That'd be crazy.
Well,
Looking at me. Just kidding.
You know, I was just calming down. Perhaps we don't talk about the dragon, lest I get worked up again.
Oh,
Oh, just out of random curiosity, Kalsto, when I had my
Yeah.
detect magic up, did Mr. Sykes radiate with magic at all?
Him specifically, not so much. No.
Okay.
Oh, Serpent. Wait, did we long rest at some point? Or did you already long rest us?
Not yet.
Not yet.
He's still got to sleep.
Oh, okay. I forgot to mark off my Hunter's Mark spell. Should I save a spell slot for an ambush, or should I heal you for an ambush?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'll patch up my scratches.
All right.
Okay.
I will take a first watch.
I'll also be on the first watch. I had it planned in my head.
Wake me for a
Maybe-
second.
I'll do second.
Are we doing 2 or are we doing 3? It's up to you guys.
Actually, Hedge, do you want to take first? And I'll take third.
I'll take third. All the other slots were taken.
Hedge never responded to me though, so who knows?
Hedge is always down to take a watch, I assure you.
Oh, before we
Sykes will-
sleep, Peter, you
Uh-huh.
remembered our deal, right?
Of course. Remind me again?
For using me as a caravan, I would like payment, please. You know, we had a long, long day. Give me one of your feathers.
Excuse me? What kind of bird do you think I am?
A bird.
One with feathers?
How
One
dare
with
you,
feathers.
ma'am? He just turns and looks away from you while still standing on you.
Oh, I get to be your ride for free for a long, long day, don't I? Is that really fair? I think I deserve one feather at least.
Just kind of looks at you. They are mine. They belong on me. I can't just give them out. I mean, do you pull off your scales?
Oh, they come off naturally. It's quite horrific to most people.
He just kind of gets like this weird, disgusted bird look on his face, like, ew. If it weren't for me, you would all be dead. So you are welcome.
I don't think so. I think he used me as a free ride for a long time.
He'll just sit and he'll go and he'll fly and he'll land back on Dennis.
So he just starts like sniffing the air, then kind of moving over toward Dennis.
Hey, Dennis, did you see a baker out there?
What?
Yeah, you smell like bread.
I just point to Peter.
Peter made you smell like bread? Or is Peter the baker?
Oh, we were just hungry, so I got a snack.
Did you bake bread?
No, I just went to the store and I bought some.
You need to think bigger, but also so much smaller.
It's fun watching this soap
Oh.
opera.
Peter's just like
Oh.
sitting, looking just very happy at the moment.
You were
But
able to
eyeballing
just
her.
You were able to just portal to a baker?
For bread.
That is so cool.
All right. So, my first watchers. Perception checks, please.
Silver sees
Oh,
nothing.
it's the twos.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Right.
Hedge, did you want to take my spot on first?
Take a what?
Take my spot on first watch so I
Sure.
can take third.
No problem.
Okay.
I need
First
Roll
or second?
perception check.
Okay. Hang
Mhm.
You're up.
on. Perception.
All right. So, you guys kind of maintain. It's a pretty defensible spot. Nothing drastic really happens. Who is actually asleep at this point?
Dennis.
Tristan's probably asleep. You're asleep because you're doing third too. Peter's probably asleep. Sykes is probably asleep. What about you, Kerf? Even though it's not your shift,
I'll
you
roll
find sleep?
something. I would love to roll for that to see if I do or not. Let's give it a 50-50. Low 50, I'm not asleep yet. Nope.
Does it like visibly look like Kerfer is having difficulty sleeping, or
Yeah, I'd be a little restless, I think.
I'm gonna look through my alchemy supplies, see if I have any herbs that are meant to help with sleep.
We gotta give the lizard melatonin stat.
Probably nothing just immediately that could bring it in. You need like an actual kit, like full of actual herbs, not things to process things.
In that case, I'm going to go.
You
with
probably have some tea though.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with placebo and make her some tea. Bring it over.
I mean, blunt
Here.
force trauma always works.
This will help you sleep.
Oh, thank you, Zoe.
She'll set it down or hand it to you, and then skip off back to her supplies. You can continue working on her potions.
All right, you sip the tea. It helps ease you into it eventually, but yeah, not the best night for your wonderful Kerf. And right about the time you start feeling the eyes get super heavy, Kerf, it's shift 2, which I believe is your shift.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, I'm up.
People go lay back down. Who's all our second shifters?
Me.
Right, the two of
And
you.
me.
And Zoe.
This time, Silver's on point for shift.
Dude.
How
so let's cook
fitting.
with more.
How fitting.
Hey, high five too, buddy.
High five.
All right. So, yeah, Kerf looks like Kerf is very, very tired. As you guys kind of keep watch, Zoe, you kind of play with some of your stuff as you go throughout the night. Goblin,
Yes.
as you kind of look around, something doesn't feel quite right, but you don't sense any like immediate dangers. Something about the situation just doesn't sit well with you. But
There's definitely something around.
second shift finishes without issue.
Perf.
Third shifters, or do you guys have anything you want to do?
I'm
Yes.
going to.
Goblin.
You said that you're down here because of your mom?
Yes, this is our emergency route, let's say. She gave the signal and down we came.
What sort of emergency drives you guys down here?
Well, our town was attacked by some strange-looking dragons, and we had some odd pursuers for a short time. I suppose it's larger than we currently know. This is the
Dragons.
first time we've had to do this.
Most of them were kind of small, but there were a few that were pretty big.
Are you familiar with the one that's been having fun down here?
Oh, that was the biggest one. Like, that one is super big.
So, is that a yes?
I would love not to be. We saw it when it attacked Peter. That was the first time and hopefully the last.
Seem to be really good friends with Peter.
I don't mean to antagonize him. I just think my brothers would appreciate a fine feather for the horde.
Well, maybe you'll be able to convince him when he melts one.
We'll see.
It's actually really adorable right now. He's probably like completely burrowed up onto Dennis. Dennis, he is incredibly warm and toasty. Like, this is like the best thing to have down in a cold cave. Okay. Anything else you guys want to do?
What about you, Zoe? Are you best friends with Peter?
I only met him a few days ago, but I think we're friends. At least acquaintances.
I look at Kerf.
I shrug. Zoe's fast friends with just about anyone.
I believe that.
Goblin, didn't you mention we saw someone that you knew back there?
Are you the big guy?
Well, him, but previous to that, wasn't there a goblin that was seen in the cages?
Yeah, you got really handsy with Silver about that.
Goblin will kind of deflate a little bit and reach into his bag and pull out the little idol. And I'll pass it over to Kerf.
Take it gently. Take a look.
My mom made stuff like that.
Oh,
Have you been apart for long?
Too long. Kind of the whole camp was kind of destroyed, and I don't think anybody's left. But it sounds like she made it out.
Perhaps we'll run into her.
Pretty dangerous down here.
Did she escape the Greyort camp? She seems like a capable woman.
Yeah, but she didn't do that on her own.
Zoe will head over and try and give Goblin a hug.
Mm.
You best just take it.
Mm. Well,
Everything will be all right. If we can, we'll find her.
let's hope so. Let's hope none of the demons or dragons or orcs or purple worms or spiders
Or poisons or pitfalls or slimes. You know,
So-
best just not to think about all that and just hope for the best.
Yeah, I'll try.
As you guys come to the tail end of second shift, the long resters kind of wake up. So Tristan, Dennis, and Sykes actually wakes up as well.
Morning.
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 I'm
Do I
up.
wake up?
I'm up. I'm up. I'm up.
Do I wake up Peter when I wake up?
No, Peter does not wake up.
You need to switch me out.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna look at Tristan as we trade off, looking very exhausted and miserable.
You okay there, buddy?
Oh yes. Splendid. I think I'm just going to lay down right here. And I'm just gonna kind of like wherever he sets up, I'll just stick nearby. Just lay back down.
Kind of pat you on the head. All right. Dennis, Tristan, and Sykes all need to roll a perception check.
I'm summoning my echo for this as well.
I am also not good at it. Although apparently I'm better.
Okay. So this
Silver has
is
got this one.
echo,
Perception.
and this is
The most perceptive watch of the evening.
Dude, I'm paranoid as heck right now.
All right, so as you guys are kind of sitting there getting coffee or whatever you guys managed to wake up to, it's kind of, do we have a fire or did we just decide to just hang out with no light and no
I think
warmth?
we had a fire.
I mean, I had a fire for food at least.
If Zoe maintained that one, yes.
Yeah, if we had a fire, she'd probably keep it going.
You'd probably enjoy it. And it's not like anyone can necessarily see it. Your smoke may do other things, but for more intents and purposes, based on prior experiences, it's probably generally safe. Are you visibly like nervous, Dennis?
Yes.
Tristan will just kind of look over.
I'm like sitting there. I've got, I thought of the image. I'm gonna say it out loud. I've got the battle axe like across my lap, and I'm just like kind of bouncing my leg and just like nervously tapping my thumb against it, just like looking out into the darkness.
I'll kind of look over you like, okay, Dennis?
Well, they didn't come at any other points, so they're going to come on us. So.
Did you see us get attacked?
Yeah. Spirits, ghosts, I don't know. Just wasn't didn't I didn't see all of it, but I like start of it. It wasn't good, but
Well,
From a master always said, as long as you respect the spirits of the dead, they oftentimes won't bother you.
yeah, and we just cooked like an entire pork feast in there, wherever this is.
We're not in their crypt.
Didn't didn't Sykes say this was a temple?
She points to the temple in the distance.
Isn't this like an entryway to a temple?
we're inside of a shrine. It's like a large shrine to some sort of ancient civilization.
Yeah,
I don't think the spirits are going to be bothered by us cooking a meal here.
mm,
I just
Well,
wouldn't go
Dennis,
wandering around,
if it makes
insulting
you,
them or taking their stuff.
if
if
it
you're
makes
gonna
you,
say if it makes me feel better, then say something that doesn't make me feel better. Just keep it to yourself.
no, I'm just saying if it'll make you feel better, let's consider that we will be attacked. Well, what should we do now?
Just keep on watch, because you can't hit something if you don't see it.
Well, is there anything we could do about? You said
I
the
don't know.
ghost.
Can you see invisible things?
Really?
I sure can't. I can barely see in the dark.
Well, hopefully it was just like you know, it won't happen. Bad dream or whatever. Speaking of bad dreams,
You-
Perf.
What?
Buddy, I feel so bad for you.
Hi.
Um,
Hi.
as
How
you're
do you
kind
feel
of
bad?
sitting there,
I'm doing great.
you kind of like blink off and you wake back up, and you're the only person in this room.
Oh.
Everyone else is gone. What do you do?
Tristan?
Answer.
I Is there like anyone's stuff lying around?
Like everyone's stuff is still around, but they're gone. Like camp is still here.
I'm pulling out my cell stone.
Pull it out.
the number you have dialed does not exist.
It
No,
doesn't.
no, no, no.
It doesn't light up. Kind of clink, clink, clink. It's all working.
Tristan, where?
And then you see someone kind of like standing off over in one of the other hallways, like looking down the hallway, like peeking around a corner. Like you see the backside of them peeking out.
I'm going to slowly get up.
Mhm. Their back is
Uh,
towards you.
Okay.
Yeah, so like if you were to get up and go over here and peek down the hall they're looking at, it would be like from your guys' perspective checking out the hall. Um so yeah, you see them like the rear view of them peeking down the hall.
Uh, they don't look like anyone familiar, right? They're just. And
It
do I
kind
recognize
of looks
them?
like it might be Mr. Zoe.
Mr. Zoe.
Zoe.
Someone with white hair.
It's it's not white hair, just from based on the body size and shape.
Who's there?
No answer.
I'll approach.
As you walk over, you see it's definitely mist.
Helen?
No response.
I would ask if they are moving or breathing at all, but that would not be Super helpful.
Sorry.
I guess I'll peek around the corner where they're looking.
They are not moving or breathing. As you look around, you look down the hall and you see Goblin like running, but he's not moving. Like he's frozen mid-run. And you can see, because you have a better view, Mist and Goblin are both stone.
Well, that's bad, but I still can't find Tristan, so that's worse.
You keep heading that way?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, you run. As you run around the corner, roll a D100. As you run around the corner, you almost bump into it. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Stone. With like a terrified look on his face in a defensive posture.
Who is it?
It's Dennis.
Oh.
You keep going.
At this point, can I rationalize that I'm dreaming, or does this feel too real?
Roll an intelligence check.
I love rolling this. Hold on.
I'm gonna say it's one of those like surreal feelings. Like it feels like it's happening.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'll keep going.
As you keep running, you run past. You see Sykes like stuck, just like with a shocked look on his face. Stone. You pass everyone. You see a little Stone Peter, and then eventually you get up to Tristan, and you see Tristan's back is kind of facing you, and he's currently talking to somebody. And you see kind of sitting there, maybe like 20 feet behind him, like reaching out to him, but is not stone. What do you do?
Tristan, what's happening?
As you yell out, doesn't turn back, but Tristan immediately, just feeling that bond with you, turns back towards you and kind of smiles, and you just watch him turn to stone in front of you. And you see behind Tristan who he's talking to. It's Brother Jeremiah. Little Mr. Creepy Man. And then you just wake up. Tristan's like, ah! You're okay, you're okay, you're okay.
Oh yeah, no, I totally wake up screaming.
Okay.
I just sit there like wheezing for a moment.
Zoil, run over.
Hey, take it easy. It's just
Get you
about training.
get you some fresh air soon. Dennis.
Mm-hmm.
You see a shadow dart on the wall.
I throw a firebolt at it.
You saw Dennis. Boom. Everyone kind of stops for a second. Nothing happens. What do you guys do?
What was that for?
Shadows are moving. I'm going to who had the torches?
I mean, I had torches.
I'm gonna hold my hand out in like a grabby.
I'll hand you over a torch.
It's at this point. Aren't you supposed to be asleep, Mist?
Oh, am I?
Mm-hmm. This is third watch.
Oh, got you. I thought
Zoe will toss him a torch.
I heard long rest at some point and
No,
assumed
I
we were
just
all
hit the button.
awake.
Yeah.
Nope, not quite yet. They finished their long rest because of where they were.
I'm gonna light it up with a firebolt and place it out further into the hallway, just in case.
the luminescence of light.
And she'll also toss you a light stone.
I'll huck that one down deeper. I'll just kind of I'll huck the light stone, but I'll have the torch close. See if anything illuminates from that thing.
Mr. Sykes, do you want a torch?
I got one. And he just kind of is looking around at the moment anyways.
She gives him a thumbs up.
While they're looking around, I'm just going to grab onto Tristan and press my forehead into his shoulder, not saying anything.
All right, with that, I need everybody to roll initiative. Who is awake? Everyone can roll initiative.
Every sound is Zoe's ears are twitching and pointing toward as she stands up.
Wait, did that not drop in?
Call me in your sleep.
Wait. Kalsto,
You can still roll though.
Kalsto, did my initiative not drop?
I don't see one.
No, was it because I was selected on Echo for some reason?
Could be.
I dropped I also dropped a nat 20. That sucks.
Just move here. I'll move it, or it's fine because he doesn't need to roll. Where is he?
No, he goes with me. It's I dropped my initiative dice, but the fantasy.
Oh, because he's not in there. Yeah, because he's not on the combat tracker. I got you.
Yeah. So, and he was the last thing that did on the map. So, oh well, I'll take a 4.
All right, and there's Peter's asleep. Okay.
Hey, Gasho.
Uh-huh.
I hate doing this to myself, but I'm going to say I probably have not received a long rest as of yet.
I was gonna say it's probably a good idea to not be long rested. Is a good call.
Now, did we not finish the night out?
Everyone else essentially did between our watches, because you're still asleep at the moment anyway. So this is just the shift 3 people who are awake, but more or less most people have achieved
I was
a
just
long
making
rest.
sure that that I'm on again.
Yeah, no, you're good. We already swapped you, so everyone else has achieved a long rest at this point. Kerf just hasn't, because basically Kerf didn't sleep, Kerf did a watch, and then Kerf had a nightmare. All right, so we're just going to use the path down here. So put yourselves where you want, like around Tristan. We'll just call like this little square our little area where you want to sleep.
So
The south area is where we're asleep.
We're just going to set our... No. We're inside. We're just using it for a quick little combat.
Are we going to go right, left, or north, south?
Or what?
For like the...
So we'll say... Here, hold on. So basically, like where this would be like a wall. Moving up the token so slow. Oh, because maybe I clicked them off this. Oh, weird. It's trying to let all your tokens move after I clicked them, and it's being weird with like laggy movement.
Yeah, I saw that.
Creepy. All right. Yeah, because there's basically like a wall right here. This would be like a wall. And then this is like the hallway that you would have sung going off to the right. Going here, and then a hallway that goes up. So, everyone where they want to be in this room? Air quote room.
Goblin and Mist have not been moved, unless they want to be outside of the room.
I have not been moved.
Where do you want to be in?
Where do you want to be? This is basically a substitute for the room we're sleeping in at the moment. Dennis, where would you have been in this room previously?
Wherever Like where I am now or where I was sleeping?
Where you were sleeping previously.
Oh, you're asking for Peter? Probably on the towards the door side of the hallway.
Alright, so I'll put them okay. Like that side? Or this side?
Other side where he was. Yep.
Alright, so he'll be there. Alright, let me get some friends to play with. Don't say I don't ever care about you guys and make you these wonderful presents. Okay. Zoe, it's your turn.
Being on guard now, is she? I assume she's getting like an eerie feeling from this place.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, her ears kind of go back, and let's see, what are we going to do? I think Zoe is going to ready a spell.
The elemental planes of fire.
She's going to ready a sacred flame or a fireball. If something pops up and goes to attack one of her friends, she's going to hit it.
Sure.
And as for Silver, where is Silver going to go? I think Silver is going to hop on over to Dennis and be on lookout for him. So he's gonna if something tries to come within 60 feet of Silver, that's actually detectable by blind sight. Silver is going to pat his head to try and get his attention for that direction.
Oh, you're so much colder than Peter.
All right. Boop. Anything else?
No.
When I threw the rock of light down the hallway, did anything illuminate?
Oh, which hallway would that have been?
It would have been towards the temple shrine thing.
I would say, based on where you are now, this one would become visible. But the other one.
Oh no.
So could Zoe have attacked that thing if she wanted to?
Potentially, if you want to.
I think she would still wait. Her master taught her that's, you don't disrespect the dead, and them just appearing would not quite warrant attacking. But she's ready if they go to make an attack towards someone.
Oh boy. I know Dennis doesn't.
I'm gonna look back to Tristan with such an "I told you so" face.
5, 10, 15, 30. Oh god. Am I smart enough to know this is a bad idea to not do this?
Do you like walk past? Do you try to walk past me to get closer to that thing?
I get myself between you. Yes.
I would hold out my arm to keep you one tile behind. To step down one.
And what is your strength?
-1.
That's right. Go sit down.
Sort of random curiosity.
Stop.
Is the specter registering on Silver's blind sight?
Let me answer that 1 second. Hold on. So he's gonna go here. Oh.
What makes you think you could punch a ghost?
He just holds up his hand and he just does the little finger stretch, like the fingers going down in order, and his hand turns to metal.
Yeah, that's a metal hand. That doesn't mean it's magic.
Just better than nothing. And he's
Well,
gonna
it's
hold an
better if you
attack.
just.
He's gonna hold an attack in case it attacks you guys. That is his go though. Hmm. Who has anyone have like really, really good hearing?
I mean,
Mist,
Zoe's
I would
big,
assume.
he's got big
Yes.
ears.
Sure. Both you roll perception checks for hearing.
Do I get
Mist Power also
disadvantage?
both around sensory stuff. No disadvantage, no.
Okay.
You're listening in your sleep, always.
Yeah, you probably can hear voices. You're not like fully just like quite there yet, but you kind of hear these whispers. Zoe, you hear like a voice, but it's very, very light.
Just a faint voice on the wind kind of idea.
Yeah, but without wind. But essentially, yes. Peter is just kind of. Sight. Hmm. I don't like ghosts. I'm gonna go stand by Zoe, and he pulls out a warhammer and a short sword, and I'll hold an attack in case anything comes close. Missed. Roll a d100.
Still asleep.
Uh huh. This man whispering sweet nothings into your ear while you sleep.
Yep.
The specter's like hovering over Mist, tucking her in.
No one's made a lot of sound yet. I'm probably still within good sleep. All right. This one kind of comes out and it's going to float right here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
I cannot move these circles anymore. Tell you what.
Is going to make a attack at Tristan.
All right.
Fireball.
Dodge. Did. Oh! Take that, me. Oh, there's the rest of that 20. All right. So
does Tristan punch back?
yeah, I was straight. So it goes, it swings at him. Zoe looses. You did a fireball air quote.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's like these sparkly, radiant flames erupt around it. I imagine that's why it pulled its attack early to evade the fire.
Where did my? Why am I not? Where did it go? See? Oh, there it is. Good lord. All right. Unarmed strike. $24. Hey, wait a minute. That's supposed to have more on there.
Oh, did it get rid of his plus?
Yeah. It's still not much more, but it's a lot more than that. Why is it not? You have to hit edit on that now? Strange. Much better. Okay. So it takes another 5 points. Where did it go? Why am I not? Oh, there it is. That was its go. As it approaches you, Zoe, he's going to loose the warhammer. This card go? Oh, there it is. Yes. Points of damage reduced to 5. Oh, that should be that. That should be. Oh, it moved it to the center column with the mod. That's why. It'll take me a while to get used to that. All right.
Messed up.
Unfortunately, miss. This is disadvantage because you're 95. I'm gonna move you on a normal square too.
Fair enough.
I get where you're at though.
Yep.
Tucked you in, and now is attempting to strangle you with a blanket.
Thankfully, their attack mod is very low, but if they roll high, like that, you take 12 points of damage. You got to make a con save. Natural 20 on the con save, though, at least.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming I'm awake.
Yep, you're awake now. That is its go. And last but not least, the fourth and final one.
Oh, motherfucker.
This one's going to go for Sykes.
Oh, thank goodness.
That definitely hits. Sykes takes 8 points of damage.
Herb, you're awake, right?
Yeah, I just rolled a 1.
You could use your reaction on that.
Natural 20 on his con save.
He's fine.
Okay. Now that there's a lot of noise, Goblin, roll just a D100. We'll call it an
I'm
over
alert,
to wake
though.
up. Oh, then yeah, you're up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The moment he heard a fireball, he was up, daggers ready, or bow ready.
Are you kidding? My spidey sensors were going off way before that.
They played right into his hands. Dennis, I hate it when you're right.
Is that why you're in denial of what I say all the time?
Yes.
Got Goblin.
I'm gonna like look towards Mist and like squint a little bit. Like that was softer than I'm used to over the past day.
I mean, her eyes are normal.
Do you think I can see your eyes from this far away?
Oh,
I have
right.
the-
No dark vision.
No dark vision, and I also am glasses. If I get hit hard enough, those things are breaking.
You have your light source out though.
Not around her, really. No, I get it. Well, I'm more focused on the thing in front of me.
Ew.
What an abysmal roll. That's my go.
All right. That brings us to Dennis.
I'm gonna run behind this thing. And I'm gonna move my deco over here. Please confirm my movement.
Sorry. I was trying to fix something.
Okay. I'm going to struggle to heave this great axe, and I'm just gonna hold it over and swing down at Spectre 1.
Which great X?
I only have the rust-colored great axe.
Hold on 1 second. Just have to read something real quick. Yeah, so it is technically considered magical.
Mm-hmm.
However, you gain no type of bonus or benefit.
Yep. Which
You
is
get
why
straight for
I'm.
full damage.
Yep. So I'm gonna try to hit this thing with advantage.
Natural 20.
Hey.
Good showing of the first swing from this great axe.
So I just.
I didn't know you had it in you.
I more like fall into this thing with the little body weight I have behind as like it cleaves through it and like I guess some shadow dissipates through
Yeah,
it.
so as you cleave, like it dissipates, like going through smoke, but the smoke has a hard time like reforming the specter's body. It's kind of like split at the top.
And can you confirm my echo's movement, please?
Oh, I didn't see it. It's like right off where I was zooming.
Mm-hmm.
Where was it trying to move?
It's trying to get flanking with
It's putting
spikes.
the X and the green check right on top of the
Wow, really? Okay, can
Yeah.
you just drag him over?
I'm
Okay.
moving. Yeah, I'm moving.
And then I'm going to use a feature I haven't used before, which is I've just called it another, and I can use one charge of this feature to when I make a melee attack, my echo can make a melee attack on a different at the same time.
Nice.
So I'm going to activate that and have my echo.
Dude, I'm gonna laugh if it gets in at 20 also.
That'd be hilarious.
Do it.
Hold
do
on.
it. You get advantage.
I know I do. I click the button instead of dragging, so let's see if I would have
20.
gotten
20.
Okay.
Aw,
So
still hits though.
just making sure. Okay. And he does not have a minus to this. He needs a 4.
It's almost like the weapon speaks to you. Oh my gosh!
You didn't need the crit.
Ooh. So
Oh
he did.
no! Ooh.
So I like kind of trip into a lucky strike, and then the echo behind us kind of like drags it behind him, just over the shoulders, straight through, right down the
That,
middle, like he's done it 1,000 times.
that man
The,
is doing a flourish with the great axe.
the other thing that I will just point out as your lovely DM is you look there, you like put in this, you know this is like one of your best strikes as a critical, and you look over at your echo basically doing the same thing without the immense effort, just as a normal strike.
And, and I know how that feels. I know how that feels. I've been
But you
feeling that
did
way for
good.
forever.
Tristan looks impressed.
Kill it! Kill it!
Perf.
I'm going to stand up, scramble to grab my weapons. I'm going to go here. My hand goes to reach for law, but I hesitate and I go for the halberd instead.
Yep.
Take a swipe.
That definitely hits.
We love girls with trauma.
Oh, the only downside, the halberd's not magic.
Alien. And you can't
And
command me to attack again.
I'm going to puff a smoke.
You're to puff of smoke, the puffs of smoke.
Yes. 2
All right.
puffs will cancel each other out. You probably can't even be blinded, but you know what?
I was
I'm gonna try
literally
anyways.
looking to see.
I'm trying anyways.
Oddly enough, they are immune to almost everything, but not being blinded. So you blind the specter. You mix the smokes together, confusing it.
That's my go.
You're not here. Zoe.
Spirits, return to your rest. In the elemental planes of fire. Fireball.
And I'm gonna try and burn the one in front of me.
Natural one.
Also a one.
Like, I see that and I meet you at natural.
I'm just
Very
take
good speech. Very good speech, Zoe.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm just gonna take a couple of quick steps back. Silver is yeah, they don't need to right now. Silver is going to they already have advantage. Can Silver
How so could I end my turn here?
Hmm?
Forgot I have things.
you know what? I guess Silver is going to take the hide action and begin trying to sneak over.
Does Silver have flyby? I forget.
No. So they
All right.
disengage and begin moving over. And then bonus action, they are going to hide. As they seep into the darkness.
We have a light out.
Right.
From Dennis.
Okay,
But
in that case, Silver's gonna hide
he works his way through the little stonework as best he can.
He'll hide behind Zoe.
Fair enough. Like my wife's dog. Jigs up, Mom. Protect me. All right. Oh. Tristan's gonna let his ADHD childhood moments go strong right now. Time to get the zoomies. All right. First of all, take care of this guy. The punch thing's working out pretty well. We'll go with that. I can do the same damage. I would just hit him with the damn stick. Max damage. Dissipates through the one you blew the smoke on, Kerf. 5, 20, 25. Bonus action strike. Kick to the head. Shit, that was supposed to be. Oh, worked anyways. 30, 35, 40. Fury of blows. Oh man, I just got those back too. Oh shit, I couldn't get on the other side. I missed. Oh well. Seven points of damage. I don't really think it's worth trying to force this thing prone. And last. Grab the button. Oh, I didn't drop it on him. Oops. Nice.
Damn.
Well,
three in
Tristan
one
finally
turn.
got Tristan finally got his kill count.
So you watch as he parts the first one with the staff, goes through, does a spinning kick, takes the other one, and then just punch right in front of Mist, and then he's like, okay. That's it.
You're doing great.
Let's roll a d100.
I would do.
Oh, perfect fit. Go for it. You just hear more whispering. And you feel like you start seeing more shadows kind of gathering, but they haven't gathered yet.
Mm, They're not done.
Morning.
Morning,
Oh, hey, what's that?
spirits.
It sits on Dennis's head.
You, you can really try helping.
I am helping.
Yeah.
I get advantage with your echo, I'm pretty confident.
If I get advantage of you, you get advantage of me.
Mm-mm-mm. The hammer. Your echo is gone.
What? He reached all the way over to. Okay.
So he
Sure.
swings, he strikes it, and then he goes to swing it again, and it misses it through like its spectral form, and he lets go on accident, and it just hits you. You only have one hit point anyway. Well, we can roll it. What's your AC for him? He does get it. Never know. 22.
Bye bye.
And then yeah.
I wince as like it goes into my chest, into the echo's chest.
And then offhand with the short sword. All right, that one's down. You're currently out of combat for the moment, but the shadows still are swirling around. What are you guys doing?
I say maybe we start early today.
Yeah. I'm gonna summon an echo to wake up
I don't. A incoming wouldn't have been amiss.
I did have time to yell.
This one's for you, buddy. Here you go, pal.
Thank you.
All right, where are we going?
Towards the shrine.
All right, so we pick it up and we just start booking it out of here.
Yep, I'm waking up and helping him get up, and we are moving.
All right, so everyone begins fleeing.
Edge, come on, we gotta go.
So we're just beeline out of here as quick as we can.
That is what I want to do, yes.
Who's leading the pack? Who's at the end of the pack?
Where's the sound the voice is coming from?
It's just coming kind of from all over. It's not like coming from a specific source, which is kind of strange.
I'll lead.
Zoe
right.
kind of in the middle. And as she goes to leave, she'll like turn around, put her hands together, and go,
Be at peace, spirits.
before running out.
All right. As we exit, Goblin, I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
But I'm bad at those.
Well, stop being bad at them.
21.
Great advice, Zoe.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thankfully, you don't have evasion yet, right? It's level 7? Yeah, level 7. You take 9 points of damage, reduced to 4 as you activate a rune that you run over.
That happens.
Shit rolls, though, thankfully. And you passed.
Yeah, I saw a little bit more dice than 4. It looks like 4 is a very low, or 9 is a very low roll on those dice.
All right. Okay, so run. And
Datlin.
you guys get your way out. You kind of look back at the the shrine you exited out of. Unfortunately, what you walk into is not a lot more welcoming, but at least it's a little bit more open. As you kind of see, you're now like amongst these jagged cliffs. And there's like these roots that kind of come out of the ceiling. And down off to the side of these cliffs are just like this. It's not endless because you can hear things down there, but just like this black abyss of darkness. And you can hear like the sound of large things down there and like bones crunching. Sounds like a very active area.
So
I assume
not the
it's more
same
than
place we fell asleep.
Oh,
I assume it's
this
more
is
than 120
probably,
feet down.
from what Jason told you, especially from this point forward, is where some of the most dangerous and largest predators in this area are. But these paths seem to be elevated up at least away from whatever the fuck is down there.
Just out of random curiosity, is it more than 120 feet down?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not quite soon they break the legs jump, but it's
Oh my gosh.
it's a bit. It's a bit.
I still can't believe I lived that, dude. How much was it? 100, like
I don't remember, it was
60
close.
v6?
It was really darn close.
I was just hearing the sounds of crunching bones. Her ears kind of go down. She's gonna gather up the potions she made. We're gonna hand one out to Dennis, one out to Herfer, and let's see. So we'll go with Tristan for the third.
Sure.
Here, take these.
Okay. I'm gonna look behind. Does it still sound like the whispering is chasing us?
No, the whispering was only inside the building.
Okay, at least you could slow down a little bit. Do we still have that rope?
We need to go down there?
No, it's so we don't fall down there.
I think, yeah, we still have the rope.
Okay, I want to, because you said it was craggy and cliffy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to assume narrow paths are incoming, and I'm going to make everybody tie up, and I would like Miss to tie the knots, please. With, or Goblin, or both. And, and as I like, all right, Helen, do you mind tying us all off? And I'm going to look at you.
No, it's me.
Welcome back,
How,
yes.
what,
Are you not the scary person, Helen? She looked a lot like you, but taller.
you might want to wash that too. I'm going to point to your coat.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
I can
Check
help with
my.
that.
And we'll just go ahead and clean your coat up.
Sorry, Goblin, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, Goblin's sitting on the ground with his hands over his ears.
All right, I guess I will tie off us.
in a not okay way, or in a I don't want to be a part of this conversation way?
He doesn't really enjoy the sound of bones crunching.
Gotcha.
Damn it, Kirk. All right. So, you guys tie off,
Mm-hmm.
and as you do, you make your way through. Any special precautions that you're taking, or just moving along?
Yeah, Zoe will keep her hand along the wall and is gonna each step kind of like dig her claws into the wall
Sure.
for a more sure grip in
I'm-
case she slips.
I'm going to quote unquote be taking the dodge action as we make our way across.
Just being
Yes,
very,
that
very cautious as you guys go through.
that would also be a good idea.
Who wants to roll the D100?
Ooh.
Slumber, you love those.
Yeah, I want.
Do a slumber.
Yes. Remember, I rolled a 95 last time, right, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, kind of make our way through this area. These sounds are very disturbing to kind of listen to. And then you hear a sound off in the distance, not immediately near to you. You hear a very loud and familiar roar.
No.
As it seems the dragon found a way into this chamber as well.
There wasn't a big crash with that roar as well.
No, not on that one. However, strange. It either is just pure bad luck or it's following you.
Oh, must be bad luck.
You know, I've had a very long and fulfilling journey with you people. I think I'm going to go home and farm root vegetables for the rest of my days.
You're for triggering flags. You can't say that. You can't say you want to go home and be a farmer or a baker.
Am I still asleep?
No,
No, we woke you up.
I woke you up and said, Hedge, let's get out of here, but I guess you missed me saying that.
Well, he's
Well,
not
then I
hedging
played
anymore.
into it
I know he's
properly
not
because I'm not
hedged.
hedged. But I did hear the, and I'm like, what's wrong with being a farmer?
It's it's like a narrative thing. You don't read many books, do you?
No,
He's a
I
farmer.
I don't
I
even know
don't.
how to read. So no.
What happened to your accent?
What are you talking about?
I'm going to look to the group distraught.
I think it's
Goblin
like a
can't hear
misspelling
any of this.
situation.
Tristan has no idea what you're talking about.
Is this really the weirdest thing that's happened in the past few days?
No, but like, who are you today? What? I don't.
That's He's been traveling with us for weeks.
Okay,
Well, not
that's what you
weeks.
said.
A week?
But
A week?
you called him Hedge yesterday.
I look at him like, what's he
Listen, I
talking
don't.
about?
I can't.
We got to get
You're
some
tr-
fresh air and better
you-
food, guys.
You're trying to. You tell me one thing, and
Dennis,
then you're
Tristan,
not doing one
Tristan,
thing, and
We
then
could we could start a yam farm together. Wouldn't that be nice?
Dennis, calm down. We gotta get through this cave, okay? We can deal with that after.
I think
Tristan,
I'm
we
has
don't
the
have
right
to. We don't
idea.
have to do all this. This is someone else. This is unnecessary. You know.
Kerfer, calm down. Let's deal with that after we get through this.
Yeah.
Calm.
All right. As you guys
I'm
kind of
calm.
move forward and along this path, you eventually get to the dead end of the path you're on, and the only way to go is kind of down, and you see there's these threads of like it looks like maybe people came through before that like go down the side of this cliff. What do you guys do? Or like 300 feet down?
You said threads. Did you mean to say ropes?
No, I said threads.
And I
Like people took naturally occurring threads from the looks of it.
like spider threads.
Roll a nature check. Not like a spider thread necessarily, but roll a nature check. I'm not sure what it's made out of. It kind of looks like spider webs, but it's not quite the same.
Twinsies.
Twinsies.
I imagine they both just kind of look at it, look to each other, and then both shrug simultaneously.
Spiders? Spiders, right?
I don't think so. Maybe some other kind of bug?
What other kind of bug makes webs?
Caterpillars.
I'm going to listen to all the bone crunching around me. You really think a caterpillar can make it down here?
Maybe some sort of freak caterpillar.
Against my better judgment, I'll give one a tug.
Right, you go ahead, you tug on the thread.
Mm-hmm.
Your hand does not leave the thread, and you get pulled upwards.
Awesome.
You guys just watch Dennis up.
Kalsto?
Uh-huh.
They're all tied off together.
Oh, even better.
Yep.
Even better.
Can I try to firebolt in my hand to burn it off?
Hold on.
So as like Dennis gets pulled up, Zoe like grabs onto the wall and tries to cling to it.
So you guys all start getting dragged up. Dennis, as you kind of get to the top of this, as everyone else is like holding on to where they are, and some of them go a little bit further up.
What do I see up here?
I'm gonna show you. You like come almost face to face with this, but like a bigger version. Go ahead, try to roll an attack with your firebolt. As its claws look to be welcoming you up as the first snack of its trap. Hold on, let me see. Is it enough? 15 exactly. And you separate maybe 10 feet away from it right before it's about to strike out at you. And you fall down, and it just looks over the edge. It doesn't come down, but it like kind of like snaps its claws and looks over the edge, and then it kind of just goes back off.
Can catch him.
Please.
It's not that far.
Tristan, what are those giant white albino scorpion thing?
Oh, cave fishers?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, don't grab those.
Okay.
Should probably use rope from now on.
So, do we need to go down here?
Kind of looks like it.
Haven't you guys been here before?
It changes a lot.
Oh. Alright. Let's be quick and let's be quiet.
All right, so you want to take the stealthy approach for the remainder of this portion?
Yeah, the fewer things we let
I
know.
look at our metal bound buddies.
I will lend Kerr aid the entire way.
I can echo hop. It just makes me move twice as slow.
It also means you're not in the rope.
Yeah.
Zoe will try and lend Dennis some assistance.
Okay.
You're not really strong enough to help carry. Yeah, you can help a little bit, though. It's not wrong. It's not wrong.
Could Silver help me if he seeps inside?
Yeah, Silver.
I'd say between the two of you, you'd probably be able to do it just fine.
All right. I don't think I know.
Right on your head the entire way.
I don't think I know about Pass Without a Trace as a spell at this point. So I'm not even going to ask Sykes about that.
Watch me blow it for everybody.
Oh. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad.
Did mine not go through?
Kerfer, that die so cheated you. I watched it roll onto an 11, and then it was just like, nah, and turned onto a 4.
No, I stole the 11.
Why
Yours
are
also
they?
rolled an 11, but hers rolled onto an 11 and then just turned to a 4 after it stopped.
Yep.
Yeah.
I saw it hop to the 4.
Hold on.
That so
Where?
cheated.
Oh, where? Mm-mm-mm. Go. There it is. All right. So as you walk along, I believe. Yeah, I thought you had this. Goblin, as you guys are kind of making your way through, something feels off.
We love that.
And you kind of you can feel like the hair on the back of your neck standing up. You look
There any?
around
Yeah.
and you see over maybe like 400, 500 feet away from you, just in kind of like one of the darker areas of like these little canyons off the side. You just see this pair of eyes glowing in the dark looking at you guys from a distance.
Who's in front? Well, am I at the front?
You said you wanted to be there.
Okay. I'm gonna stop and put, in front and point over in that direction.
So we all look.
You see two eyes,
Big eyes?
very big eyes glowing. Not like ginormous eyeballs, but to something that is larger, yes.
Can try and shroud us, but people aren't going to be able to see.
How far is it from us?
400.
It almost has like a black light type glow to the eye that like makes up the iris, and then it kind of focuses in. It's more dark.
How many eyes?
Just two.
Okay.
And then you watch as the eyes kind of move forward and it goes down deeper, climbing on the wall, and goes out from view.
Is this a bucket moment or a keep going moment?
Well, we definitely shouldn't stay here.
I think we should still take it slow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming I'm probably next to Kerf would be a safe assumption. Are we to
Yeah,
lean
probably.
in? Kerf. Should we tell him? Probably just
Tell-
stress him out more if we let him know and remind him.
Tell him what? What?
You remember what comes next, right? We have to go through hook horror territory.
Right. Right. Let's
Let's hold off for now.
hold off.
Maybe there won't even be any hook horrors.
You're lucky.
Just wave. All right.
I hear nothing.
So that creature dipped down into the darkness. What do you guys do?
Better keep going.
Faster or same pace?
Let's just keep quiet for now. Try not to alert anything else to our presence.
You just keep going as quietly as possible.
Sounds like it.
As you do, Goblin, you hear rocks falling from further down below you guys.
Do I see where that's happening?
How far is your dark vision?
I think I want to just off the top of my head. I think it's 60.
60?
Where...
Just roll a perception check at disadvantage because it's beyond 60 that you would need relevance for.
Here we are. Dim light within 60. Yep. The eyeballs at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Balls.
Kind of look over. And you're like trying to make out a shape, and it's kind of like almost like if you had like a little bit of light and you're looking into the dark, and it's almost like you could see shapes, but they're probably not there. It's probably just dark, and you were looking at light. And you try to like make out this shape. It can't be, and then all of a sudden you just see this kind of burst of purple light, and you just watch, no, that one's black. And all of this black flame just shoots up the side of where you guys are. Thankfully, you're far enough back. It just goes straight up. So you guys just see this massive column of flame rise up out of the canyon next to you. And you hear a giant roar as the dragon starts clawing its way up.
Oh,
Okay,
those are the
okay,
dragon
we're-
eyes,
It's time
huh?
for running. Yes,
It's
running
time
time.
for
Time
running.
for running.
What I think only Kerf. Does anyone actually speak Draconic? I think it's just Kerf, right? And probably Tristan.
I think you're correct.
All right, Kerf. I don't need to tell myself this. Let me whisper you.
I actually have Draconic as well.
You would not be able to take Draconic though. Would be the downside.
Oh, gotcha. I'll fix change something else then.
Unless you know a dragon, then you would know Draconic. Or if you're like a or if you're like a dragon
I
fan.
mean, Mist is old.
I'll allow it. So you would hear, and I'll send it to both of you. Hold on.
I think Curve is the more prudent one.
There you go, Kerf. You hear that shouted out.
Don't forget to share with Slumby.
I'm sending it.
You guys hear a lot of like growling and roaring from Curve, but you hear this like frightened animal squeak.
Oh, from you?
From me.
You guys got to start moving quick though, because like it's literally coming straight up.
Yeah,
We are running.
Yep.
All right, I need everyone to roll either athletics or acrobatics checks as you start beelining it through this terrain away from this thing as quickly as you can.
Acrobatics, you say?
Mhm.
Silver roll. This is Zoe.
That was almost a 20.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I'll be all right.
Burn my inspiration.
Shitty roll, high mod. Woo! Same shitty roll, no high mod. All right, so as you guys are kind of running, Dennis and Kerf are kind of starting to fall behind. Oddly enough, Tristan's right next to you, Kerf. He rolled an 11. But Dennis is kind of like the slow man falling behind, and then you watch up in the distance as this thing flies up out. It is the size of an adult large dragon for sure. You've now officially confirmed. It starts heading over at you guys. It's gonna make a pass. It's gonna try to hit Dennis with its tail as it does a flyby.
Okay.
So you just watch as the tail kind of like drags down on the ground next to you. That is a 26.
I can't shield that.
Anyone else got shenanigans that would be close enough? Oh, no one's really that close to you.
Nope.
Unless
The
I'm
10s and the
within
11s are
5
further
feet
up.
now.
This is
right. Dennis, you take 21 points and you drop. And the dragon kind of flies up and veers off and is like going to bank around to come back. Tristan immediately stops, turns, and runs back the other way. Are you healing him?
Yeah. She turns, sees him drop, immediately points her hand.
Hold on.
Hand out.
I would have picked him up.
My glasses shattered.
No. If Tristan turns around, I'm grabbing him and forcing him forward.
Roll an athletics check. That's not fair. What? A 2? Okay.
Someone's got it. Just go.
Peter.
Running.
Great time for one of your portals. Can you get us to the end of the chasm?
Or could you get us to where we need to go?
No, we tried
Okay.
that already.
Let's see here. If I just... And you just watch a portal open in front of him, and he zoop, disappears through it.
Does the portal close?
Uh-huh. Peter?
Is there any, like, narrow passages, cracks in the walls for us to hide in at all, or is it just open?
Roll a perception check.
I kind of suck at this, so I'm going to call out, look for spots to hide.
She nods, and we'll also take a look. On a nice look of one for silver. Take advantage of their blind sight.
You guys are desperately looking for anything.
Damn, I'm good at this.
Outland.
Natural one for Tristan. You want to roll one? We're looking for places to hide so that we don't get cooked by dragonfire. Let's see. So 15 is our highest number?
Yep.
All right. So as you guys are running, Dennis.
Yeah, as I'm picking myself up from the bash, my glasses are broken. I hear look for places to hide. I'm like scanning the wall.
You and the Inkling at the same time find a crack that kind of sets back in. Big enough for you guys to fit in.
Silver immediately starts going in. Zoe perks up.
I found one. This way.
And she's gonna go to dive in. Go to run in.
All right. Who is the last one in?
Probably Dennis, because I'm prone and need to pick myself up.
Honestly, is Kerfer going in immediately?
I'd go in last, I think.
All right, so it would be Kerf. It would be me then Kerfer.
Okay. So, as you guys rush in, it's small, it's dark, but it's a whole lot better than being out here. However, as the last of you run in, you just watch as you see the dragon's head kind of like shove its head as far as it can to that crack as it can. It's going to unleash its breath in at you guys.
Once the last person does come in, can I flood that the entrance with darkness?
You can certainly try.
I don't think he cares.
Well, it may not care, but it'll at the very least make it difficult to find out what
It'll
happened.
make it difficult for us to see what's happening.
Yep.
Up to you.
Exactly.
Better decide quick, so.
Yeah, she would do it as we run through, and then if she sees the dragon open its maw, she would call out, "Duck!" Or, yeah.
You don't have much more to duck in here. However, I need Kerf and Mist to roll 2 things for me.
Mm-hmm.
Firstly, I need you both to either roll an acrobatics or an athletics check to see how far you get into this tunnel first. That's the tail end.
Oof.
And it's going to be like that, huh?
High five, buddy.
High five.
All
We
right.
go down together.
Because of even your shitty distance, getting in here and the shape of it, by default, you take half damage. However, you both still need to make a dexterity saving throw to see if you take half of that or if you take the full half damage from the adult dragon.
I think we're dying, buddy.
Mist, it's been an honor.
That's a fail.
Can I get off one spell before this happens as we're running?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna put heroism on Mist. So you get
You're too good for me.
you get 4 temporary hit points.
Oh boy.
It may be,
All right, I'll add them.
Don't forget your dex save, Kerf. Well, you both fail.
High five, buddy.
I gotta do some math here on this one.
It might not be instant death.
I mean, it might not be instant death.
Mist and Kerf both take 46 points of a combination of necrotic and fire damage and go unconscious but do not die.
Oh,
Ooh, is that counting Kerfer's fire resistance?
It's necrotic.
Like you said, combination
It's
of fire and necrotic.
Fire and necrotic, but do you have fire? Is Kerf a fire
Yeah.
resistant?
yeah, red dragon.
Fire resistant.
So then you, my friend, will just say you get a quarter of that. So I'm not mathing. Actually, this should be really easy. That's a really easy. It's been a long week, and I've been drenched all week.
So she takes 30 points, I believe.
Boop, 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 boop. Probably. I'm not going to math it right now.
You said it was 40 damage, right?
46. No.
Oh, 46? Then it would be 32. You're standing with 3 hit points.
Let's go.
But I need both of you to roll D100s for wounds. Thankfully, Kerf, you are a little bit more resistant. Mist, you have a little bit of something to remember this occasion by for a little bit. So you guys drag Mist. You healed Mist already?
Not yet. But as soon as
Oops,
Mist
344.
drops, Zoe would I assume Kerfer grabs her as well, but Zoe will send Silver in to deliver a heal.
All right. So Kerf, just roll athletics as you drag Mist out of the way so it doesn't get a chance to do more.
There's your
Yes.
good rolls.
All right. You guys retreat further into this tunnel. And you hear it roaring outside, but seemingly safe from its access to you.
You two all right?
Oh.
Let's see what we can do for you guys.
I think I broke my nose.
And so he's gonna dig through her medical supplies and give you or give Mist her healing potion, her healing elixir.
Mhm.
Do we have a light source out right now too?
My smoldering remains.
My glow rod.
Nice.
Say my
Hey there,
stone.
Wait.
buddy.
Just because it's very suiting, Dennis, roll a perception check. Oh, actually, disadvantage because you broke your glasses, you said. Oh, thank goodness. Don't worry about it, Dennis.
I'm holding my nose. It's gushing blood.
Mhm.
That's some things I would see.
Yeah.
No, I meant whatever he is referring to.
Zoe wouldn't pick it up. I will say that Goblin and Tristan and Kerf pick it up immediately. It's behind Dennis, which is probably why he doesn't pick it up. You guys look, there are giant scrapes along these walls. This is a hook horror tunnel.
Why are you looking at me so weird?
Nothing. You doing okay?
I think
really-
now might be a good time to
Do I
mention
really
that one
look
thing.
that bad without my glasses?
Oh, no, it looks good. Looks good.
We should probably maybe move a bit further in and take a moment to collect ourselves.
Okay.
Maybe not too far in. Wait here, see if the dragon goes away.
What? Why would we sit here and wait when it can breathe fire and hear whatever it wants?
I'm sure we'll give up and just leave. You never know. But we could certainly take a look. Maybe just a
I
little.
don't know. Whatever it said out there made Kerford yip. I've never heard her yip before. What did it say?
I didn't yip. I didn't.
You
yip.
did kind of yip.
Perf.
Did
You
not
yipped a little bit.
Perf.
Hey,
Goblin.
You yip.
it was. It's been a while. Something about being here and something die.
Phrysaxius has come for you, boy. Come now and die. That's what it said.
Cyraxius? What?
You guys sure know how to pick them.
Well,
Who did you piss off?
Tristan, got any more supplies? I'm feeling a little spent.
Yeah, I got you.
So looking over the injuries, is Zoe able to tell that the wound or the burns are not just burns?
Minimum roll, but not bad. For this, roll medicine check. They mostly look like burns.
She doesn't see like any telltale signs of like necrosis or something else in there.
Not
Okay.
with the fire component active on it too. Is there anyone I have not healed yet today?
I don't know. Is there?
Have I healed you? I can only heal each person
No,
once
you
a day.
healed Mist
Squidward.
and Kerfer.
oh,
Hey,
Dennis, is your nose okay?
I'll fix it.
Oh, it's still kind of gushing down his face.
I'm gonna snap it back into place and put some gauze on it.
You're gonna step my nose back into place? What?
Look, I'm just pointing it out. Maybe we should also take a short rest.
Fix it from the broken nose. We'll straighten it out. Put some gauze up there. It'll be nice and good.
I want you to roll a medicine check on that.
I did. I'm a healer. I don't have to roll. But if it makes you feel better, I am double proficient in medicine, so I will gladly roll for you. Shitty roll, but still decent.
What's the number on the dice, Tristan?
Like a 11 overall.
it's only a little crooked.
I'm
Above
gonna
average.
Okay.
Still on your face. That's all that matters.
Does it look fine?
It's pretty due.
It'll heal back normally.
Okay.
You got nothing to worry about. So, wait it out. Go further in.
What? Why
We
would we
should go a
wait
bit
this
further in.
out? Why
So,
wouldn't we just keep going?
how bad is it?
Who are you talking to?
Probably Zoe.
Whoever was healing me, really.
Zoe and yeah. So, how bad do her injuries look? You said some of them would stay behind or stay for a while.
Yeah, it's
Wait.
just some burns. Burns take time to heal. So you can heal
Well-
up, but it's just a couple of.
I've restored the bulk of the injury, but the burns are a bit beyond what magic can fully restore. It'll just take a bit of time.
That heal you already missed or no?
Yeah, you healed her from the specter.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll keep them wrapped up, put some salve on them, and that'll help them recover quickly.
Yeah, that's. I guess.
We'll take some burn aloe and kind of put it on
You
her
okay,
wounds and
Gurf?
cover them.
Physically, not really. Mentally, not really. I can go on.
What is ADJ?
Adjust. I put in
So-
a new hit point mod that does some other cool things.
So
it's
when you get
adjusted health.
Yeah, when your max gets drained, you can put it in there.
Did you get constitutional amendments?
No, it's from the same guy who does all the friend zone pet stuff. It is called, I forget what it's called. Hold on. If I still have that. Nope, not. Oh wait, yeah. It's Life Ledger. It also adds in hit point stealing damage coding, and stealing a few other different kind
But
of
it
things.
shows, this does, I think, the same thing where it shows what current hit points is, not how many wounds you've taken.
No, this one it moved around a bit, so it shows your hit point maximum. It shows your wounds taken, then as your temp, and then you can do manual adjusting.
Yeah, it doesn't.
on its
Okay,
own.
yeah, because
Also, there's settings for it. I haven't tweaked yet. I literally
check to
downloaded
see if
it.
they have that, because that's
right
my favorite
before.
thing with constitutional amendments is that on the combat tracker it shows current hit points, not how many wounds.
Honestly,
Yeah, so
I like
this-
the wound system.
This one adds in, so it has the ability to do some coding, so you could get like automatic healing, half healing back, temp hit points back, stealing just like full hit points. So there's a couple other cool things they put in here too. Some shared damage, shared healing coding as well. But yeah, it had to set it in. The only thing I didn't really like about it is the part where it locks out max hit point records. But it's so that it all technically works correctly. So it's not too bad, but we'll see how it goes. All right. So what was our decision? Where are we heading from here? Inward?
Why wouldn't we just go in? Why is everybody so hesitant to just go in?
I mean, we can definitely go in, right, Kurt?
I'm gonna look behind me at this point. I imagine Tristan's giving the wall the shifty eye for some reason.
Better than out there.
Okay, it's the same thing. I just looked it up. Forked constitutional amendments and rebranded.
Yeah, no, most of their stuff got rebranded when they started picking it up again. Like I think it's like 26 days ago, they updated all of
Yeah, that's
and
in
renamed
options
them.
where you can change it to show current wounds in combat tracker.
Honestly, I'd rather it like the way it is. It makes it a lot easier to tell how much I can actually heal someone, rather than having to math every time I go to heal.
It's trash.
No preference.
It's not.
What do you guys do? What do you guys do? Huh?
Well, if no one's going to object, Zoe's going to start moving in.
And Dennis, you You probably see the giant claw marks on the walls at this point.
Dennis, you recall when Mr. Jason
No.
told us about hook horrors, right?
No.
Yes, you too.
They might not even be here. They could died long. They could be an old one. They could just be
What
old
if-
scratches.
What if they all died? Would that
Look,
be nice?
we don't need to go all the way through. Just out of sight and out of mind of that.
As she points to the entrance filled with darkness.
Dennis,
we
it's a
take a
lot
moment?
better.
Sit down, eat some breakfast, and then continue on.
Trust, if you're
Haven't
going to say
even
something
had-
that's going to make me upset, please just don't talk.
Nope. Zoe said enough for all of us.
We haven't even had breakfast.
Only had 1 cup of bad coffee.
Now, come on.
All right, so you guys look outside. You continue in. Before we end and pause for the evening, as you walk in, who's feeling lucky?
Sure, I've not rolled one yet.
Will it be 100? Excellent. So as you guys start making your way deeper into these caves, you hear like this high-pitched shrill sound. Coming from further up the tunnel.
Here it's kind of go down as she kind of moves off to the side.
Well, it wasn't me this time.
It's like crying.
Baby hook horror? Baby?
No,
Plural.
this is
Baby hook
the
horrors?
this is the man eater from freaking Lethal Company, dude. No.
You just hear multiple crying sounds, these high-pitched shrills coming from up the tunnel. Do you look or do you wait till next week?
It's baby hook horrors, right? I look.
You walk forward, let me whisper you, and then we will pause.
If Gertrude's gonna peek, Zoe will also kind of like pop her head out from around the corner.
No, you're not allowed to see. Oh, no.
Kind of recessed down in this little wedge in the ground.
That's a lot. Fellas, you know what? I think we might have better chances with Dragon.
What?
That bad, huh?
It sounds like a nest.
There are about 30 down there.
Adults? Babies?
We could take 30 babies.
Okay, first of all, phrasing. Second of all, no.
Just lay it out. Just punch me in the gut while you do it.
We'll be able to make our way around, okay?
I am far too noisy to do anything like that. Do you know how sensitive they are to sound?
Just
Yeah.
kidding. Literally, literally.
I'm going to give you so many headaches if you did that.
You already do, don't worry. Just smiles. All right. So as you sit in front of whatever this place is that you've happened upon, we'll pause there for tonight. We'll pick up there next week. Because otherwise, we won't be done until like 3 o'clock in the morning.
What do you mean? It's already almost 4.
Yeah,
It's almost 5.
Yeah,
well, thank you for running, sir. Appreciate it. Thanks for everyone who hung out with us tonight. Appreciate that as well. We should be back tomorrow night, midnight central, for some grimdark action. I haven't heard otherwise that anybody will be missing, so hope to see you then. And if you can Actually, you can catch replays on YouTube and Rumble. Likes, follows, shares appreciated. And hang on through the credits, and I'll find us someone to raid. Otherwise, have a great rest of your weekend. Night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
everybody.
Good night.